Started Board of Adjustments meeting. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Norma Vasquez. She's absent. She provided notification of her absence. David Welty.
Here.
Robert Paulson.
Here.
Megan Marshall. Here. Christopher Bailey. And he as well provided a notification of his absence. Dan Hartwick.
Here.
David Meisner. And Mr. Meisner as well provided notification of his absence.
We have a quorum, sir.
Okay, we have a quorum.
Sir.
Has everyone had an opportunity to look at the minutes from last month?
Yes.
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes from last month.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Approved, 4-0. Case number 19-00.01, 101 East 5th Street.
Good evening. Christopher Mills, I'm Principal Planner with Planning and Zoning. This item is a request for a special exception to construct a 4,000 square foot accessory structure, a shed. This item was continued from last month's meeting.
I should say, I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Mills. Mr. Hartwick will be a voting member this evening.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is the applicant here tonight? Okay. Please be advised, we do not have a full board of 5 members, although we have 4, and it would require a 3 vote to approve.
So, would you like, we should just get it on the record, he'd like to continue tonight?
Would you like to continue, or, okay.
Okay.
All right. This map shows the subject site, which is just south of 5th Street in between Eastern and Grape Avenues. And this graphic shows the approximate size and location of the proposed structure. We'll come back to this one. This item was approved at the April 10th, 2019 meeting. The notice mailed out to the adjacent residents stated that this application was for a 50-foot by 80-foot structure. The staff report said it was a 50-foot by 80-foot structure, but it also described it as a 2,000 square foot structure. And now 50 times 80 is 4,000. I almost messed up again. It's 4,000 square feet, not 2,000 square feet. So when the applicant received the approval letter stating that he was approved for this 2,000 square foot structure, he called me up and said, you know, that's incorrect. The application was for a 4,000 square foot structure. So I reviewed my staff report and I found the discrepancy in the staff report as well as the legal ad. So I consulted with the city attorney and he said, you know, we're going to have to bring this back to the board. So it was re-advertised, the legal ad was corrected, and again, the residents were mailed a notice again, you know, stating it's a 50-foot by 80-foot structure. It's a 4,000 square foot structure. So with that said, special exception, as you probably know by now, is not a variance. It's permitted by the LDC, subject to approval by the Board of Adjustment. As opposed to hardship, it looks at impacts to the adjacent properties. Now, with the letters that we sent out, we have not received any objection from the adjacent property owners. And staff feels this request meets the 6 criteria required for approval. There's at least 10 large accessory structures in the surrounding blocks. I mean, when I say large, it's like 2,500 square feet and larger, based on the aerial and, you know, measuring tools. Not everyone has them, but they're not uncommon. The shed won't affect traffic patterns. The comprehensive plan, the city's comprehensive plan is relatively quiet on this one. I mean, it's the subject property has a low-density residential future land use designation. It's in a single-family residential zoning district, you know, and accessory structures are to be expected in these types of areas. And again, none of the adjacent property owners, those that would be directly affected by this structure, have raised any objection, haven't heard anything, and again, they've gotten 2 letters, so they've had 2 opportunities to respond. So this is the, again, this is the approximate size and location of the structure. That's obviously the subject site. And I'll leave it on this slide, but I'll say that staff believes that this request does satisfy the 6 criteria and recommends approval. Now, typically with these special exceptions, we don't make a recommendation. We leave that up to the board. We just try and provide you with facts. But based on the previous approval and further review of the application, staff feels comfortable recommending approval. The applicant is here, and I'm here to answer any questions.
Does the board have any questions or comments?
I do, Chris.
Yes, sir.
When you said 2,500 square foot surrounding area, is that for sheds, houses?
That's for an accessory structure, for sheds. I mean, typically, from what I could tell, they were car, for garages, storage of cars in the rear yard. But we have the county appraiser's site has a tool, you know, it's got the most recent aerial that I know of, and then we can measure these structures, these accessory structures in the backyards of the surrounding properties. And I found one that was a little over, you know, give or take 3,000 square feet. I mean, this one is the largest one I found, but there are definitely larger structures in the area, and this is actually one of the larger lots in the area. I don't think I mentioned that. The land development code says you can only have 50% lot coverage. That's the residence and the accessory structure. Now, he's got a 3/4 acre site, and then so with the existing building and the proposed structure, he's only covering 20% of the lot. So that's not automatic grounds for approval, but I mean, it does speak to the size of his lot and how much open space he has.
Is the building you're about to build similar to the building that you gave us a picture of in the back, as far as doors, access, et cetera?
Mr. Chairman, if we could, yeah. If you just state your name. Thank you, sir.
I'm Eliza Cordovez. I'm the resident for 101 East Fifth Street. The different color, but about same.
2 garage doors, 1,
I have 3 in the front.
3 in the front?
In the front, yeah.
So this would be similar to the design, but 3 doors.
Yeah.
Okay.
The doors not gonna be in the size.
The door's going to be on the
or-
east side, north side, south side?
I think north,
Facing the house.
facing the house. Yeah, north. My lot where it's gonna be is like 139 by 139 by 139. You know, it's 139 square area.
How many square foot
Can
is
I,
the
can I
real?
state, to your question, the city does have architectural standards for accessory structures. I mean, he's going to have to dress it up and make it look like the house.
Right.
Which he did state in the statements, so he will have it
He
to say.
said color scheme and everything's matching.
Color is gonna be matching close, pretty close.
Square foot roof, you know? If the building's 4,000, roof is another 300 or so? Counting overhangs, front, back, just on the sides,
It's
right?
yeah,
Square.
right to, yeah. I don't think it's zoning or anything like that, no. Maybe like, I don't know, something like
You
this,
have gutters all the way around?
most likely, yeah.
Gutters on the building?
No, I don't think you have gutters. It's all sealed though. I don't know if you have gutters around. They sent me the papers, but I didn't bring it with me, so I could look at it. But they already sent me the blueprints and all that.
I have a question in regard to the use of the building. This is essentially double the size of your house. And I kind of poked around as well on the property appraiser, and I can't find anything of this magnitude. And it's not sitting very well with me. So could you maybe go into the use of the building a little bit more, why you would need this much square footage versus your house?
Well, the purpose of it is just, working my cars. Whenever come in storms and stuff like that, I can put my cars inside there, one of the things. The other thing is I have pool table, ping pong table, hockey table, all table to work, to play inside there and stuff like that, have some room for the kids to be occupied. Both of them, but the oldest is in stuff like that, doing a lot of exercise. My plan is to put stuff in there too, so he can, do some exercise, a gym, and a bunch of stuff that we're gonna kind of like create or whatever. And that's how it is. It's for my main cave, plus keep my kids occupied in something that will be the games and stuff, Trying to do that, trying.
Okay. Because last time you said that there was not going to be any commercial use for this
No.
building.
No,
Has the commercial business been relocated to a different place?
I use my own space. You can see my place where I
Okay,
live.
so this building's not going to be used for the
For
company?
for the company, no.
Okay.
No.
Is that going to be re-registered somewhere else?
No, my company is the same way. I don't wanna move.
Okay, you're going to keep it there?
I have to stay in the house. I don't have any place to live.
Okay.
Do you have another structure that you were going to tear down? Is that, or am I confusing it with another garage somewhere?
I'm gonna have some, 2 chairs that I have there is gonna go, yeah.
Oh, okay.
2 little chairs I have
So
there.
this part of that's going to replace
Yeah,
two, that's what I was under.
some
that
of the
impression.
tools that I have in there, but it's for my own personal cars and stuff, yeah. Change oil and stuff like, I'm not a car mechanic, but I like to do a couple things in the car, stuff like that.
It's going to be a multi-function type of shed type.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm not a noisy guy either. You can ask my neighbors or whatever. I do party maybe like 4th of July, New Year's Eve, stuff like that. I don't have any complaint. The cops never come to my house for noisy or anything like that, so it's not a party place either. You know what I mean? I have a cop in front of me, maybe that's why. But it's new. It's only a year or so he's been there. But like I said, so far, like I said, I have the room, and that's what I planned for. I bought that place for, to get something that I can enjoy, I can do something in it.
And this was originally in the county, right? And now it's
It was county,
rezoned.
yeah, and then
When you-
everything changed when it came to the city. I have to because there was no entrance. I didn't have no entrance to the street. So I have to change it. I pay to annex it. I came in here once and annexed it to my property already.
Any further discussion?
I don't have any.
No?
Do we have a motion for approval based on the 6 criteria?
I'll make the motion to approve based on the 6 criteria.
A second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed?
Aye.
Aye.
Vote is 2-2.
Yeah, it requires the affirmative vote of 3 to pass. So by vote of 2-2, it would be effectively denied.
Unfortunately, it's been denied because it's a 2-2 vote. You need 3 to approve.
All right? I just want to say, it was approved before, 50 by 80. Yes.
It should probably, for the record and for the applicant, those that were not in support of the motion to approve should give some specificity to the elements that weren't satisfied to your satisfaction for the record for the applicant. That would be my recommendation to the board.
I rejected on the criteria of A, B, E, and F.
they're numbered 1 through 6, Mr. Welty, at
Yeah.
least on the.
And on the
that would
paper,
be-
it's 1 to 6, and then the
one-
minutes are referred to as 1 to A, B, C, and so on.
1, 2,
1,
and
2,
6?
yeah, 5, 6.
So, 1, 2, 5, 6?
Yes, sir.
So, okay. And Ms. Marshall?
I had that open, I apologize. And just for the record, I voted for denial the first time. And it is, for me, it's gonna be 1, 2, and 3.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right, the vote was 2 to 2, so the application fails.
Yeah, another thing is, Mr. Morgeson,
Sure.
I just have to say this, but I mean, I don't know if it works or not, but I mean, when they gave me the approval the first time, which was for 4,000 square feet, I ordered the building. The building is already, half of the payments in there.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not going to be able to give you any legal advice about that. You
No, I
certainly-
have to get my lawyer, and I'm gonna go against the city,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
I try my best to, I mean, I came here 3 times, and I don't see why it's not for real.
I understand, sir. I
It's
understand.
a property, I have all the size.
Right.
I mean, I just asking for, if you can reconsider it. I mean, it's a lot of money is there, and it's also
But-
a lot that I pay hard and work hard to get, and it's nothing wrong with this building at all. It's not for nothing wrong. I mean, it's nothing that is bad in there, man. It's all for a person that wants to have like a man cave or anything to distract their kids and myself. I mean, it's not for.
Mr. Chairman, I appreciate the applicant's position. The board has made its decision, so the city will have to deal with the issues that may come as a result, but it's, the board's made its decision. So unless the board has a inclination to revisit any issue, the matter's been heard.
Okay. Unfortunately, it's 2 to 2. We can't do anything about it. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting adjourned.